I often had like Vietnamese food.
Phở, bún chả,
Bún bò.
bún bò
Yeah.
Nam Bộ.
Bún bò Nam Bộ.
Bún bò Nam
Because
Bộ. Chúc mừng năm mới. Xin chào các bạn quay trở lại với IELTS TRANGBEC. Hôm nay mình rất vinh dự được ngồi cạnh với
Đào Bình.
Đào Thanh Bình, là một học sinh đời đầu của mình luôn.
Đúng rồi, đời đầu của chị Trang.
Cách đây là bao nhiêu năm rồi nhỉ?
Cũng phải hơn 10 năm.
Hơn 10 năm rồi. Tình bạn rất là
trong sáng và lâu dài.
Trong sáng, lâu dài và son sắt.
Ok.
Từ hồi mà mình vẫn còn đi dạy ở trung tâm, mà trung tâm đấy bây giờ cũng không còn tồn tại nữa rồi. Trường quốc tế Mỹ đúng không nhỉ?
Đúng rồi,
trường quốc tế Mỹ ở phố Ế ở Hà Nội. Đó thì khi mà mình dạy ở đó, bắt đầu dạy ở đó thì lúc đấy mình vẫn còn đang là sinh viên của trường Đại học Hà Nội. Đó thì rất là có cơ duyên được gặp Đào Bình, và lớp học hôm đấy thì rất là vui. Lớp học lúc đấy là chỉ có mỗi 5 người chứ. Đức Anh này, Vinh này, Ngọc Anh này, Đào Bình, 4 người. 4 người nhưng mà rất là fun vì Đào Bình là Đào Bình hát rất là hay. Thế là mỗi buổi đi học là toàn hát tiếng Anh này, có hôm thì còn hát tiếng Hàn. Cái gì Haru Haru của Big Bang ha. Đó. Thì hôm nay rất là muốn chia sẻ với mọi người vì hiện tại là Đào Bình đang làm cho
một lĩnh vực về marketing ở bên Malaysia.
Cụ thể là Google đi.
Không, no.
Thế à, không phải làm cho Google nữa.
Nó là partner của Google.
Thế tên công ty là gì nhỉ?
TDCX. Các bạn sẽ không biết.
Ok. Thì hiện tại Đào Bình đã ở Malai cũng gọi là more than local, right? How many years so far?
6 năm.
6 năm rồi các bạn ạ, tận 6 năm, cho nên là hôm nay ngày đầu xuân năm mới, đúng ngày mùng 1 luôn của năm Ất Tỵ, chúng mình đã lên một kế hoạch là hôm nay chúng ta phải podcast ngay để truyền tải cái năng lượng tích cực, và hy vọng là sẽ đem lại thật nhiều may mắn, đem lại nhiều giá trị cho mọi người, những ai mà đang có ý định là đang muốn sinh sống ở Malaysia chẳng hạn, kể cả cho tất cả các expat hay là foreigners mà họ muốn đến Malaysia. Thêm một cái nữa là cái con đường học tiếng Anh, right? Cái English journey mà chúng mình sẽ chia sẻ để sẽ đem lại động lực cho rất nhiều các bạn, vì không phải tự dưng mà chúng ta thể nói tiếng Anh thành thạo, right? Ok, so bây giờ mình nói tiếng Anh nhỉ? Okay, rồi. Right. So, as a person who is very fluent in English now, looking back for the whole journey, like have been learning English for how many years?
I think I started to learn English since I was in grade 3.
Grade 3.
Yeah.
And it's a language link or Apollo or like May school. That's what I guess.
I think it's a London center.
Wow.
It's called London Centers, and it's one of the first center that I attend to. So take a look at the whole journey of learning English. I feel that I learn English because it's the best subject that I'm interested in, and I'm good at. So that's why I'm into the language and into learning English, and I want to explore more myself by English. Yeah.
So actually, he's very lucky like me because English is my all-time favorite subject. Like at school, like English is always the top, and then nobody forced me to study because I really, really love it.
I think one of the things, if you want to really love to learn it, that means you should try something that you're good at. For example, if you learn English and you get a very good score in English, that you start to feel like, okay, it's a thing that I'm good at, so you will be focused more on that things. It give you more motivations.
Yeah. Right. So we are incredibly fortunate in that scenario. Like we love the language, so that's why we consume the language like a sponge, like supernaturally, and also because we are very hardworking as well. I think I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but that's the fact, right?
I'm not really hardworking. Yeah, yeah, I'm not really.
Very honest. Right?
Yeah, because I prefer speaking, listening because I'm watching movie and listen to the music.
Right.
So my skill is better in listening and speaking.
Right.
For writing and reading, it's just to fulfill the test.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think if you are starting and you doesn't have any destination to go to, like IELTS. You need to do IELTS. You didn't need to like force yourself to be very good at all the four skills. Maybe just have fun with just speaking and listening with songs and music and movie, exploring more. And by the time you will get better in other field of English if you are interested in. Yeah.
Wow. So actually, this is also lead to my second questions for Đào Bình. You have any English name?
No. So when I was like 6 years ago, I started my job in Malaysia. So people say I should have a English name, but I say why? They should like they should
embrace
yeah
the
they should
Vietnamese
know
name.
my Vietnamese name, and they should learn how to speak my Vietnamese name instead of making them easier to speak my name. So I feel like okay.
Actually,
I keep my name. Yeah.
It's just the way you see the thing, right? For me personally, all my students have English names because I feel like they can fully immerse in an English environment. And I prefer people to call me Charlotte rather than to call me Chang. So we just have different perspective on that, right? The second question that I'm going to ask Bình is that because we are very lucky, we love the language. How about people who are, they even dislike the subject? They have no interest whatsoever, and they still have to take the IELTS test because that's like a must if they want to study overseas. So how should they slowly and gradually approach the language, you think?
I think it's very difficult and to speak for them and give them the advice. For me, if as a person, anything you want to do, if you want to change, must be coming from your inside, from yourself. So you better find reasons that you need to do it.
Right.
For myself, example, when I was in Malaysia, I need to be good at my job and earn money, because if not, then I'm broke.
Then go back to Vietnam.
Yeah, so
that's the only way.
So you need to find a purpose and stick with the purpose. Then the rest you will have more motivations.
Yeah, that's great. Finding a purpose in learning anything, when like can give you the North Star. Like, okay, right, I need that, so that I need to be good at that. There's no shortcut. Some people are really patient. They learn just for 3 months or 6 months. They say, why is my English? No, why hasn't my English improved yet? So, what would you say if you are a teacher?
I say it's very common at any of the special field in our life.
Right.
For example, I'm doing badminton, so I have been training for the last 4 years, but still my level is still like intermediate and not advanced. So I learned that if you want to be good at any skill, you will need to practice this. More hours, like collect the hour that you're practicing it, and maybe not to compare with the best person in the field. Maybe you compare with yourself.
Right.
Like last month you can do this skill, but now you have done that skill and you move on to the next skill.
Right.
So if you compare to yourself at the journey, many times of the journey, then you see yourself is improving. That's important. More important than you are better than somebody else that in the top level. Yeah.
That's really good advice. That I think that a lot of people can relate. So I have been also practicing my French for like 6 months already, and my French is still like really basic because I don't have the environment to practice. Yeah, but so you need to be patient. In English, they have a saying. They say patience is a virtue. Yes, like there's no shortcuts, there's no overnight success. Sure. And like Đào Bình say, don't compare yourself to anyone. Just focus on your journey, and then you make through that. Another advice I would say is that you need to have some foreign friends. Okay. Yeah? Even on dating apps. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, true.
Even on like language exchange club. Right? Or even go traveling.
True.
Yeah, they have some kind of like, have you ever heard of like staying at a hostel or like?
Yeah, like a language exchange in everywhere. Yeah, it could be one of the way. Yeah, make friends. Yeah.
Because that's the raw English. That's the English that you don't learn from textbook.
Yeah,
right?
very different.
Very different.
So I used to have like a friend that speaks British. He from England, and he speak British English.
Right.
So the accent is totally different than what we learn. Like we often learn American English. I think since my primary school, all the textbook is about is like American accents.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about item?
Yeah. So it's like totally different, and you cannot hear much at the first, but when you have more exposure to the language and to the real people speaking it, then you get the idea. Yeah.
That's great. Right. So guys, remember, take note everything that we just give, because it's a valuable advice. We have to experience so many years to give you guys that advice. Second part, we are talking about Vietnam or Malaysia. Now, where is better, you think?
So in different aspects of life, this will be if you're talking about the air quality, yes, Malaysia is better, because like in the city there's so many greens. You have green space or park that are surrounded by the city, and there are less people in the city, so we don't have many like motorbikes in Malaysia, or for example Kuala Lumpur.
So Bình now is based in KL, or we say Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur. So the air quality is very good.
Very nice.
In Malaysia. Comparing to Hanoi, I always get sick in Hanoi, like when the weather changes, especially in the winter.
Cannot imagine.
Yeah. One of the most polluted city in the world.
Cannot believe that.
Yeah.
I feel scared about my health. So, so you say that people don't really drive motorbikes. They still, but fewer than Vietnam for sure. But would you say Kuala Lumpur is bigger or smaller than Hanoi?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the size.
So let's say about let's say cars, right? The electric cars or
just a normal car, like gasoline. Yeah. So just about the air quality is like better, but the food definitely Vietnam is much better.
More healthier.
Even when I was in Malaysia, I often had like Vietnamese food.
Phở.
Bún bò
Nam Bộ.
Bún bò Nam Bộ, because many people from the south they travel there to work and make a living there, so they open the restaurant mostly from the south cuisine. And
so food Hanoi is better.
Yeah, food Hanoi is better. Yeah, and I guess your audience is like young people. Yeah, so if you think of any place to work, for example, you finish your university and you want to have some experience overseas, then Malaysia could be a good place, because a lot of company they working with the top technology company like Google, Facebook, TikToks. They often hire people to come to Malaysia to work as a vendor. That means that's a partners.
How would you say that in Vietnamese? Bán buôn.
Outsourcing.
Outsourcing là gì nhỉ? I don't know how to say in Vietnamese. I understand. I don't know.
Yeah, it means outsourcing. That means the tech company hire a other
like cheap labor. Is that cheaper?
It's not cheap. It's not really cheap, but they hire other company to do another part of the job instead of hiring their own people. So they call it outsource.
Nice. Okay, right.
So a lot of company will have opportunities for you to try. So I think after graduating, you can try one of those companies for 1 or 2 years to experience the overseas working lifestyle. And for me, I feel it's great because I like Malaysia and I like the people, and the working environment is like professional, international professional. So it's like totally fair with every employees. If you want to get promoted, that's all depend on your ability, not about your relationship.
Oh, that's great. So you don't have to bribe anyone.
Yeah. That's what I like. Like even when I'm doing my job title is a team leader, so I'm managing a team. So even with my team, I don't need them to give me anything. Just work their best to finish the targets, the job.
Seem powerful.
Yeah.
Big boss.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Just normal. Yes.
Right. So job opportunities are really good in Malaysia.
Yeah, very good. Very open to fresh grads because they need people without the experience in the field. Even it could be like marketing. You could do content moderator, or you can do
Digital creator.
digital creator or advertisings. All of
So
the
many.
things, all the opportunities. So just one of the way if you want to go overseas. I was thinking about Singapore before, but Singapore is so hard to get into.
And incredibly expensive as well.
Cost of living is like much higher. Even the foreigner coming to Singapore, they complain it's too expensive. And so if you cannot go to Singapore, you can try Malaysia. One of the places that you can experience your youth, your lifestyle, working like a gap year maybe. Before you come back to Vietnam to work.
Right. How about the weather? Okay, air quality is better, but do they have 4 seasons like in Hanoi, or like the weather is the same with Saigon?
I think same with Saigon. We just have like rain and dry season and rainy seasons, and the temperature is around like 25 to 30 degree. So it's mostly like sunny, but it's very cool at night.
It's a dry hot. Dry heat. So 2 seasons.
2 seasons. So for I was born in Hanoi, and I was always sick in the winter because I have runny nose every time when it get cold. So I suggest if you cannot stand the cold weather in Hanoi, then you should move to Saigon or Malaysia. It's much better.
Yeah, that's a much better destinations. Okay, so final question: what would be the thing you love most about Malaysia?
I think I love most in Malaysia is a people. People.
They're Hinduism, right?
No, Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah, so
I have never encountered any Muslim in my life, so I cannot relate.
Yeah. So so like 60% of the people are Muslim.
Indian as well, right?
Around 10%.
Wow.
And 30% is around like is for Chinese.
Wow.
So actually you have a like international experience with multiracials, multiculturals also. So you experience everything like Indian, Chinese food or Muslim food, and the people are very nice. Like they all speak English. So I also didn't learn any Malaysian language. So I didn't learn any Bahasa or Chinese.
What is Bahasa?
Bahasa is a official Malay language. Like tiếng Việt for Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't care to. I wasn't care to learn any of those extra language. So, but I should. Actually, I should learn that. But it's like a place for you to experience cultures and food, and people are super nice. They are very friendly. Not like many places in the world.
So is there anything that you don't like about Malaysia? Food.
I think
oily
food
and greasy.
No, I think food is okay.
There's nothing to complain about.
Nothing much. I don't think I complain anything about Malay.
So he's totally fall in love with Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah. It's like a place that I want to go back every time. Even when I was in Hanoi or Vietnam, I want to go back to Malay. If I stay here too long, it's become like home. So if you stay like like a poem in Vietnamese.
What do you mean?
Nơi đất đã hóa tâm hồn, something like that. They say,
khi ta ở chỉ là nơi đất ở. Khi ta đi đất đã hóa. We are both not good at Vietnamese. Basically, he falls in love with the country.
Yeah, basically. At first, you will miss your hometown when you move to a new country. Even when you move to Saigon, you feel like you miss Hanoi, right?
Not really.
Okay. But after a while,
miss the food in Hanoi.
After a while, it become your home, and everything gonna be okay.
Right. Wow. So that is so many useful advice because actually I visited Đào Bình to Malaysia. Is that how many years ago? 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah, before COVID.
Yeah, before
And then
COVID.
he showed me around, and we even went to a Batu cave.
Oh yeah, Batu
Is it?
Cave.
Yes, really nice. Yeah. So thank you so much for all your valuable advice and spend really quality time, because he's going back to Malaysia soon. Is that in the next 3 days?
Yeah, the next 3
But
days.
he still spent his valuable time to do the podcast with me today. So I'm incredibly thankful for that. I wish you the best of luck in any anything that you wanna pursue in the future, and everything is promising. For a year full of success, prosperity, health, and with rosy finance, and full of love.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I also wish your center can be a channel for young people, especially to
Really love the language, huh?
who love the language, who can want to have any direction for English learning journeys, can you can consider, and more important is that you need to experience yourselves, make it your own journey.
Yeah. Okay, bye for now. We wish you the best of luck. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And if you have any question, just ask Đào Bình directly. And if you ever want to go to Malaysia to work, he will be a really good boss to you. The best boss that you can find in the world.
Thank
bye
you.
for now. Bye bye.
Take Milan.
No, more than that. No, more than that.
Even more than that.
Do you need to put lipstick?
No.
So first of all, we'll talk about the English journey, right? Like basically, since how long have you known each other, and then how? But we speak Vietnamese first.
Okay.
And then after that, we will talk about Malaysia and Vietnam later. Right? Okay. Right.
Colors do you like? So I have an appreciation for most colors.
Appreciation.
Yeah, it seems a funny thing to say, but there's not many colors that I don't like. Probably aesthetically, my two favorite colors are orange and aqua.
Aqua.
Aqua. It's like a mix between a green and a blue.
It's like Aquaman, because there's a movie Aquaman.
I mean, it's spelt the same, but yeah.
Spelled the same. Aquatic. Like
yeah, it comes from that word.
blue.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Like bluey green.
Bluey green?
Yeah.
Bluey.
Yeah.
You say bluey.
You can say bluey, yeah.
Is this a word?
Probably not a real word. In Australia we say it. So if something looks a bit blue, I can say, oh, it's bluey.
Right, okay. So why orange? Like very specific color. Like, I mean, like not